right?
Yeah.
So now you're live on YouTube, or you're live, or excuse me,
Live on YouTube, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which I'm now going to.
Oh, it just gave me the blurb. Palmetto Coast Exotics is live.
On what?
On YouTube. It
oh,
gave
really?
it gave me the iPhone alert saying that because I follow Palmetto Coast is live.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, next time we do this, I'm gonna probably just bring my laptop outside, and then I probably won't have this lag issue.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised there's no feedback or anything like that. Like I was kind of expecting there to be an issue with that, but
yeah, I guess when it started up, it asked me. It said, "Hey, broadcasting pro tip number 6: if you hear an echo or you see distortion, plug in your headphones. Blah blah blah." It sounds crystal clear. It sounds like I'm just talking to you like on FaceTime or video chat or whatever.
This is like the official episode, though. I mean, now that we're kind of recording and it's going to be available, like all the other ones we couldn't save. So, I mean, it's technically like the 6th episode.
Excellent.
So, but this is like the official episode 1.
This is literally episode 1. This is the Phantom Menace.
Episode 1, the first episode.
Episode 1, the first episode. It's weird because not to keep harping on this particular software, but I'm kind of in shock and awe about it. It's really, really tiny boxes, and like your box is bigger than mine, which I think is interesting. And then it's literally the top third of the cell phone screen.
Oh, what about that?
Oh, that's even better.
I can adjust it. Like I can change it. So then it can be all up in my face, all up in my grill. Cox is here.
Oh, cool. What's up, Brian?
He said we can't lose him. Here's something cool, too. I got this ashtray. I'm pretty sure this was at one point like a living rattlesnake. That's been like painted over.
That's awesome.
It's an ashtray. It's an ashtray. It's old as shit. It's Welch, Nove County. No, Welch, Nove, something, San Angelo, Texas.
Very cool. That's a souvenir.
I have no idea how old it is, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's cool, I guess. It's kind of gross. Whatever. Hey,
so,
like this is cool, dude. This StreamYard thing is easy.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Figure out what I shall be smoking.
Nice. Oh wow, that thing's way bigger than I imagined. I mean, you showed me pictures and sent me the dimensions stuff, but I didn't realize it was that big.
And I took a Dremel and extended these a little bit today so I could fit a Churchill in here, because Churchills originally, like when I put them in here, they'd kind of sit sort of like just barely up like that, so you couldn't fit them. So I just took a Dremel, and now Churchills fit perfectly. So problem solved.
Very cool. So now, when you just want bigger on the screen, that's going to be bigger on the YouTube.
I don't know. I have no idea. Right. I don't know how this thing works at all.
This is great. I love it. Screw it. Do a lot.
It's going to be Aromacraft, ain't it? It's not. It's one of my top 10 picks for 2019 is a CAO Flathead V19.
Wow, very nice.
So this is the same as like the other Flathead. The blend is, from what I understand, except it's for like half the time. So there's a little bit more of a natural flavor to it rather than a Maduro.
Excellent.
And I don't think my cutter is big enough to tackle this sucker. That's pretty whack. Huh?
What's the band on that? The size? The gauge? The ring gauge?
It's a 60.
Nice.
It's actually like one of the sexiest labels. around.
Yeah, that's
It's like matte black, pretty dope.
gorgeous. I enjoy a Rocky, and I'm not gonna say that I'm a Rocky guy. But when the ALR made the list, what was it?
Yeah,
second edition? The second edition.
right.
I had to go get one.
I had a few of them when we got them in. They're solid.
Trying to get this so people can actually see it. Oh my god, everything's backwards.
Yeah, it messes me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
what
the
are we
cap on this thing is disintegrating.
What are we drinking this evening? Nice. It's very white man of you.
Dude, like the white ones go surprisingly well with cigars. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. Like if it's the carbonation that makes them like a good palate cleanser, but they work. It works.
Nice.
Yeah, man. This thing's freaking dope, man. Like I love this freaking case, man. This thing's just. I love how it feels. It's weird. Like I just want to hold it like this, just walk around with it. I don't know why.
Because it's gorgeous and you're proud of it.
I'm calling it my Bible because I feel like it's, how some people get those Bibles and they have like the serious cases around it to protect it because it's like a family heirloom.
Leather bound.
Yes.
Leather bound.
It's not even real.
So it's not real.
What do you say? What watches 300 black out of energy drinks doesn't do much and all the cool kids like it. Whatever, Cox. Whatever. These things are delicious.
Oh, I can look at comments too. Look at that. That's cool. I have to open up the chat window to see the comments, but I can look at them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have it right here on the side on my screen. And
oh, nice.
I can show them.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
This thing's
awesome. 300 black of energy drinks. I'll argue that, Cox. I will most definitely argue that.
I like it.
This is cool, man. I just wish mine wasn't all lagged out. I mean, as long as you look fine, I'm all right.
We'll coordinate better. Because I was just thinking about it today. I was like, I really want to save these and put them on YouTube and stuff. So I know like Joe and Melissa, Port City Python, started using this.
Right.
So I'm going to give it a shot. And I mean, it's literally couldn't be easier. Like sign up for an account, like my YouTube, and then hit go.
Yeah,
so I'm digging it. I like it.
I think it's great. I think it would be better if I brought my laptop outside. I'm so used to doing Instagram Live with you that, I just prop the phone up and we go, and I wasn't expecting it to be all distorted.
I didn't think about it. I mean, I looked up to make sure it could be used on phones before I got it, like before I started using it, and it said it could. I just didn't know how well it would work out. So it was more of a test.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Carly says,
yes, mine is knobtails.ig. At knobtails.ig.
He's the Wolf of Wheeler Eye. Streaming with you. We have a new thing. A new platform thing.
What's up, girl?
Hey.
Hey.
And it's free and it's awesome.
Okay.
It's just dark in here, and I replaced those bulbs, but they don't work. So I think that whole ballast they replaced. I think they fried.
Maybe a breaker isn't on for him. Check that. You can't. There's a snake rack in the way.
Here we go. Which brought upon me, Phil?
I try.
Nothing to say. You send me scorpions, and now you curse the lights in my garage, so now they don't work. I think. Did you mute yourself? I think you did. You muted yourself, Phil.
You're muted.
No one can hear you. Womp 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 womp. He's like, I can tell he's trying to figure it out. He's struggling. Oh, he just muted himself. Now he's not muted. What did you do?
Maybe it's you.
It's not. I mean, I haven't touched anything. Everything was fine until you showed up, and now everything is falling apart.
It's me.
I don't hear you. Does anybody else hear Phil? Hello? Is there anybody in there? It'd be funny if we just saw his phone go over the balcony. Oh, he left. He'll come back.
He threw it over the balcony.
He did. He threw it over the balcony. Anyways. What up, y'all? Silent as stars. Carl's bad.
Oh, the cool kids like it. That's true.
It's delicious. Carly wants to know if you're coming to Carver Fest.
No. Which one is Carver? Right, just Justin, DC.
Caddy corner or kitty corner? What do you mean?
Caddy corner.
Caddy
like
corner.
When you
put something sideways. Caddy
corner. Which one is Carver Fest?
That's the one at P and Cody's in February.
Oh, that's right. No. Which one's the one in Daytona?
Daytona.
Wait, what's its official name?
NARBC. I don't know.
Maybe Ellie and I will go to that one with you. And we can go adventure while you're.
The hotel's right on the beach.
Right.
Phil is currently working on trying to come back, so bear with me. Am I getting a massage while I smoke a cigar? I don't know. Am I?
No, because I don't get any.
That's not true.
That is so true.
Phil. You Midwestern harlot. It's pretty good. Phil. I'm not. This is real. This is hard. It's hard to do snakes and stogies when it's just me. What are you making? She's not even gonna tell me. I don't get one. In other news, we start recording THP again on Thursday, so that'll be fun. I'm excited. Anxious to get back into the routine of things.
It's kitty corner.
It's catty corner. We're normal human beings. Phil must have like really thrown. Back up. Freaks say kitty corner. It's catty corner. But it's not even C-A-T-T-Y. It's C-A-D-D-Y. I say it's catty corner.
I don't think so.
Want to porch it? Now you want to porch it.
Yeah. I thought you were like moving stuff around in here.
I really want that table.
You too. I've been wanting it.
No, I mean that table in here.
Mm. I thought you were talking about your parents' old table.
Texting Phil asking if he died.
No, he threw his phone off the thing. Midwestern Harlock. Wow, we're getting really mean.
That's just Cox talking to Carly. Go down. That's not the right way.
I
Go
know.
down. I'm trying to read.
I'm recapping. Nobody's posted anything new yet. There.
Yes, I am donating a ContraCast shirt and a THP shirt. And then maybe some gray bands from my dad. I don't really know yet. I don't know what he has eating and
Some
what.
scorpions.
Apparently some scorpions. Thanks to Phil. Oh. He said he's setting up his laptop now, so we should be back to normal.
We should have a Great Gatsby wedding.
That would be pretty cool. Carly, should we have a Great Gatsby wedding? I bet you Carly would fly all the way from the wilds of like North Dakota.
Oh, North Dakota. There can't be any snakes in North Dakota.
She lives in there. It's either that or like Minnesota, somewhere where there's like nobody living there except for bison. Is that a mule?
It's a moose.
Some moosin'. She lives in the middle of nowhere. But I have a bunch of Carpet Fest graphics to make. That's something I will start working on this week.
What's one of your favorite?
Great Gatsby?
Oh, the Great.
I never read the book, but I thought the DiCaprio movie was pretty good.
I read the book. It was good. It was a great book.
The movie was good.
But we can drink champagne out of like vintage champagne glasses.
Little wide, like mini margarita glasses.
I'd be down for that.
What are you doing?
I didn't realize this what we've got going on over here. We could get married at the Biltmore. It was built in the 20s and they had a big wedding. What do you think?
As long as I don't get shot.
Why would you get shot at the Biltmore?
Because that's how Gatsby got.
Not the same.
Moving up. Damn it, Phil.
You're in a conversational deadlock.
Yep.
And there's only 4 people watching this.
That's fine. It's only because Phil's not here. Cox said, whatever you do, get me a fedora and a striped suit. I'm never wearing a fedora in any sort of serious manner in my life.
I'm on it.
You better be putting me in the freaking ground because I'm dead.
He would look like the kid who sniffed other kids.
What's that even mean? I don't get it.
Like the guy from, was it Hey Arnold? He was all like,
I don't really
all the
remember
time.
that.
Am I right?
Probably. Hey.
Hey,
He's back.
and we're back. Yeah, 10 times better, man. It's still got a little bit of a lag, but I'm on a laptop and the world is big.
We've just been stalling.
Sorry, guys. I sincerely apologize. I want to blame it on iPhone, but I think it's just my iPhone. So this is the same video that we were doing earlier.
Yes, has not ended.
Awesome.
Apparently,
Oh,
Katie
and now,
is making fun of me.
She's right.
Yeah, I'm never doing this on a cell phone ever again. The computer's infinitely greater because now I see all the chats. Everything's big and pretty. I'm not a blur on my own screen. This is phenomenal.
It was Hey Arnold, right?
I don't know.
Is
I don't
it
know what you're talking
Arnold
about.
or Hey Arthur?
No, it was Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold, and then just Arthur.
Arthur was its own thing with the little bear mouth.
Well,
people.
yeah. Like I know the difference between the two, but I always get the titles mixed up.
Oh my god.
Which one has Hey in front of it?
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Talking about Nickelodeon shows.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, I'm a mouth breather.
You're a mouth breather.
I guess, according to.
I've been with you multiple times. I don't think I've ever been next to you with you going. Then again, she does sleep next to you, so I don't know.
He actually kind of like whines like a dog in his sleep.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to start doing the leg thing.
The what? The leg thing?
Yeah.
Nice. You guys don't have any mammals, do you?
Not yet.
Ah, yet being the key word.
Arthur was supposedly an aardvark.
No way.
Yes, he is.
An aardvark?
Yeah, but he doesn't have the nose, so it's probably because it would have been too sexual.
That doesn't make any damn sense.
I do that.
So we're back.
How was the weekend?
The weekend was, well, it was a good post-Christmas weekend. My brother came down. He lives about 2 hours north of me, so he came down. That was nice. My aunt flew in from Philly, which is pretty good. And she gives me crazy looks because I said I got to drive to Miami and pick up a couple rattlesnakes, and she thinks I'm out of my mind. But most people do. And yeah, I wound up getting. I drove an hour. I drove an hour north. Had a couple beers with a friend. He gave me a vision cage and some general reptile crap, lamps and water bowls and stuff that he was just going to get rid of. And then I drove an hour and a half south to Miami to pick up a couple cane brakes.
Oh, how many did you get? 2?
Yeah, one. They're both North Florida locality, which is interesting because I've never caught a cane brake in the wild ever. But the ones that I've seen that were supposed to be North Florida were very much, to me, almost like an ugly South Carolina. These are like tan, like straight tan with jet black saddles, a black tail, and some pinkish hues on the head.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 males. One is like 4.5 foot and not happy, and the other one's a 2018 baby.
I love the ones we have around here, man. They're like pink.
Dude, that's the one. That's the one I had. I actually have a very funny story. When I was in college, a particular snake handler who used to have a very, very big following and was a very big free handler. He actually knows what he's doing, but still free handling. Don't get me started. He texts me at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday and says, "Hey, do you want a cane brake?" And I was like, "Sure, but why are you texting me at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday?" He's like, "I'm down at the swap shop in Fort Lauderdale, which is a massive shithole market, pardon my French." And he's like, "I got to get a new cell phone from these foreigners, and I want to get rid of this snake." And I was like, "Okay." So I put pants on and drive down to Fort Lauderdale and go to the flea market, where I proceed to see him screaming at a Middle Eastern man over his cell phone plan. And then he escorts me to his car, where he hands me a Sterilite with a baby rattlesnake in it. And
was it to you like straight out of the car, or was it in a bag? Or
no, literally like the Tupperware that you buy for like meal prep.
Yeah.
And he's just like, here you go. And I was like, thanks. I'm gonna.
I have the voice of an angel.
What's that?
Brennan Weekly said, no, I was creeping in the channel. Justin has the voice of an angel.
Oh my God.
Nice.
I try.
Brennan, go home.
I try so hard. I have a face for radio, but I've got a voice for phone sex.
I like it when he takes his glasses off. It's naughty. Oh, that's straight Sean Connery right there.
You get tingles? Do you get shivers?
I need you to point a little more to be Sean Connery. I need you to untie. I need you to say, untie that bow, Moneypenny, and let me get to know you. Is that how he gets naughty in the evening, Katie?
No.
Do he call you Moneypenny?
No.
He says, untie that bow, Moneypenny. Let me get to know you.
That's actually a pretty good impression. So I was feeding snakes earlier.
Wait, does Phil remind you a little bit of John Favreau?
No.
I don't think I look anything like him. But thank you for the compliment.
Maybe it's like the beard thing. I don't know.
Maybe it's the dead eyes.
That's what I think of.
Black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Blue steel. La Tigra.
Blue steel.
It's the same look.
I think it's funny because we have way more people watching this than we do on Instagram.
Yeah. I was feeding snakes earlier, though.
Yes, enlighten me, please.
Snakes and stogies, so I'm going to keep it on track. I was feeding snakes earlier, opened up a gray band tub for the third time in the last month. A gray band is AWOL.
Go on.
Right. What the fuck?
But
man?
wait. I'm not done yet. I was waiting for you to pay attention to what I was saying. I was laying on the couch watching Boy Meets World.
Ooh.
Like a normal 29-year-old individual, American.
Ooh.
And Ellie from the hallway is like, Dad, there's a gray band in the hallway. Little 6-year-old who's like all about the gray bands now. She's like a little alternative freak. She's like, there's a gray band in the hallway. I was like, oh, okay. And I came out there and she's like trying to catch it.
At least it was recovered.
It was in our room apparently because it was coming out of there. So
Why?
So fixed that issue. I'm now like shoving paper towel rolls, like flattening them out and shoving them under the tubs because they go the length of the tub. I'm so sick of this rack and this happening. I could scream. Like up until literally
Maybe
like
you should get a new rack like you've been talking about doing. You're all like, no.
If I buy a new rack, you'll get mad at me because they're expensive.
Well, you need to figure something else out. Because listen,
Thanks,
it's not
Cox.
the fact that I mind a tiny little snake getting on the loose. It would be the fact that I would mind vacuuming it up in my vacuum cleaner, and then there's snake guts all over the place.
Carly, as far as hey, Ryan's here. The rack, I don't know what it is. It's like these 2 levels.
I can go take a picture of it.
No, there's no point. It doesn't have a brand name on it or anything like that.
No, it's a piece of shit rack. That's the brand name.
Apparently it's a POS brand.
Nice.
It's older. Like I don't know. It was free, so I'm not complaining.
Have you tried those shims they sell at Home Depot?
No, I just take a paper towel roll, flatten it, shove it under there. It does the job. It does exactly what I need it to. So I didn't lose a snake for like 15 freaking years up until like a month ago. No, just before I moved out of my old place before we bought the house, I'd lost a Baird's, and that was the first snake I had get loose in a long, long time.
Wait, the Baird's or the green?
It was one of the Baird's.
Oh, okay.
Then I got that rat snake from Terry Burwell. Lost that. Still haven't gotten it back. It's gone, I think, at this point. I ain't getting that thing back.
Yeah.
Then we move in here. Gray band gets loose. I find it. Gray band gets loose. I find it. Literally the next day, another gray band is missing. I find it. And then this one gets loose, and I find it.
So you're batting 1,000.
Apparently when it rains, it pours, because I'm tired of snakes going AWOL. Especially the little ones. The big ones are easy to find. But.
Yeah, they knock stuff over.
We have 5, right? There's supposed to be 5, right?
Sure.
Where's the 6th one?
Well, look. That doesn't tell anybody anything other than
That's the rack.
That doesn't.
And it's the worst.
It says nothing.
Black rack is what it's called.
I have the. Well, I'm getting.
Oh, I'm black.
Yeah, I found the Baird's. Fortunately, that was the one that I'd gotten in Daytona that Billy bought me. I'm really, really, really still bummed about the rhino rat though. Like that was like a dream species, man, and it was a gift, and I lost it, and I felt like an idiot.
I mean, you didn't lose it. It's not like you put it in a deli cup and like in line at the grocery store. Like it should have.
I would have felt not as bad if I had paid for it and lost it, because then it would be like.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
But there's a handful of gray bands in that rack now. 2 of them are going to Jake. I got them. 2 of them. I think they're actually both females, as it turns out. He likes the ones that have like no orange on them. He likes like the just the black and gray ones.
Okay.
I got him 2 of those for Christmas, and so I took those one today. But like I said, I think they're both females. I may have to go back and see if there's another one that's a male that fits the same phenotype.
Nice. Is there anybody who makes? Wow. Is there anybody who breeds Arizona Kings with either reduced banding or no banding?
I have no idea. What the hell's an Arizona King?
The pyro. Oh crap! Now I'm gonna look like a jerk on YouTube.
Oh, the Arizona Mountain Kings.
Yeah, Arizona Mountain. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I feel like that whole group of the pyro guys is like very small now. Like it used to be big back when King Snake was a thing.
Yeah.
Like the thing. Same with gray bands. Like I feel like gray bands had like their freaking heyday, and now they've kind of dwindled a little bit.
I don't know, maybe because I talk to you a lot, I feel like they are coming back. I mean, I saw more gray bands this past Daytona than I have in years. So.
Yeah. Brennan said, I lost a hypo Brazilian rainbow about 2 months ago. Similar situation, so I truly do know how you feel, man. Yeah. I mean, it gets to a point where, like, fortunately the house is designed in such a way that they really can't go anywhere. Like at my parents' house when I lost the rhino rat, like their vents are in the floors because it's raised.
Right.
So there's a very good chance that it found its way downstairs, found its way to one of the vents, because there's one on like every wall. And went down one of those vents and disappeared forever. Here, it's not really an issue. Like, it's going to turn up eventually.
Yeah.
There's really, where, like, the doors have good seals on them, at least to the outside. It's just then waiting for them to pop up. Like, it kind of gets to a point where you just stop looking because you know it's going to find you.
Right.
But, yeah, there was a lot of gray bands at Daytona. Not a whole lot of diversity as far as gray bands go, but there were some nice ones. Lee Abbott, his table had the nicest ones out of all of them. I got to talk to him a little bit about them because he had 1 or 2 that had that orange wash over the entire body,
right? Like
orange hue or that orange tint.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I was like, my dad has a few of these. You know, they look very similar to that, and he explained to me that that's basically like old Alterna, I guess, get this like odd wash to them like that.
Interesting.
older snake thing.
What? I did.
So it was cool to talk to him. You know, he has the nicest corn snakes ever, the Abbott line OKTs.
Hands down.
I was very happy to be able to tell him in person, like, you could get rid of all these morphs in this building right now, and I'd be okay with it as long as your stuff is still on the table.
Right.
I was like, I would take your line of OKTs over any damn morph any day. I don't care what it is.
You know what? Because it's not a morph.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it.
That's just, when I was a kid, I loved Motley's and Annery Stripes and all that stuff. But now as I get older, it's hard to beat just a really rock solid classic corn.
Yeah, I concur.
Brennan, I feel like a Wamena scrub would not be that hard to find. I feel like that would be one that would find you real quick.
That would be the one that you turn on your light switch late at night to get like a glass of water from the kitchen, and it's wrapped around like a ceiling fan or something.
On the top of the fridge, just
yeah,
in the face.
Yeah, you open the fridge door, and it's just like.
Dude, my male Cyania, I've tried feeding him tonight, and he was like all fired up. He was really pissed. Like he came towards me, and like he made a little like charge and like came out of the front of the tub. I was like, dude,
came at you.
I'm just trying to give you some food. He didn't care.
Yeah,
he was very interested in murdering me. He's an odd one, man. Like when I feed him, he either like goes for it and grabs it, or he just continues to strike at it, not realizing it's food.
Yeah.
Or he just runs. But it's never the same consistently each week. What are you smoking?
That rock.
That's right.
Yeah. Trying to jumpstart it real quick because I had a cigarette and it decided to stop. So I gotta be kind of careful. I got those rattlesnakes tonight, and they're really loud. So I used to have Easterns, big Easterns, like 5.5, 6 footers, and I don't know how that got nice. He would.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that's going to be up, like staring you in the face, it's going to be a green tree. Like that's what I love about the green trees, dude. They get loose. It's like, look up, because I guarantee you they're sitting on something just hanging out, sleeping. If they've even left the tub. Like I could leave the doors open on those cages all day long. They're not going to go anywhere.
So I used to, when I had those Easterns, I used to put my dryer on because the laundry room is next to the snake room. I used to put my dryer on and just like run the dryer. And that way when the neighbor was like, hey, you guys like doing laundry late at night? Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, well, can you not do it after like midnight? Of course, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful, happy neighbors. Oh, no, it's no problem. Just figured I'd talk to you. Meanwhile, what they don't know is that it's covering up this.
Yeah, but you think they could hear that through the walls, though?
I don't know, man. It's really loud.
You should pretend that you're borrowing a cup of sugar, rile them up, and then go next door and see if you can hear them through the walls. Ask them if you can borrow something, or like check this, like see, like find some into their apartment and be like, I just need to look and see what you got going on, and then
be like, can I look at the inside of your window treatments from your bedroom?
Right.
Then just like have my roommate like poke it with a stick. The things we do for reptiles.
Ooh, got a little crack going. That's not good. I did some shuffling around too. I moved my hypo bears into a bigger tub, and then I moved the little popwin carpet from Riley into a 15. So I'm slowly, once I get this freaking rack from Animal Plastics and whatever century that'll be, I'll have all the adult colubrids in that. I also have a 3 rack from Brock's right here next to me that I have to set up. It's a like the really deep, like V70, like 3-foot freaking tubs. So I don't know where I'm going to put it because if I put it in my room, it stretches out to like the middle of the room.
Wow.
So once I have all that set up, I can get all because all my bears are all getting the same size at the same time. So they're all going to get bumped up to 32s pretty much at the same time whenever that rack gets here, and I can get all them moved in. So, and clear out that stupid shelf, ditch that, move dart frog tanks into that room, make somebody happy.
Listen,
Ryan said I just let his cigar live smack it out of my hand.
we have 3 tanks in our room,
Oh.
and they make nice noises. I'm not gonna.
She like hates them.
I hate them because
She likes
don't
them, but she doesn't like them.
I don't mind having them in the house. Do I want them in my bedroom?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you knew what you were saying.
In my defense.
No.
My defense.
You have no defense.
I do have a defense.
Listen. 2
of those 3 tanks are 12 by 12 by 18 exos with thumbnails in them. The other one I kind of understand because that's like the biggest exo they make, and it's got 4 of the Lukes in it. And that's a big tank. It's like the 40-gallon equivalent.
But the point is that he has a whole room. He gave up a guest bedroom / office so that your little snaky self could be happy. And we wouldn't have to convert the garage right away.
So I get the garage.
I don't know.
Here's the issue. This has been like we were having like pseudo fights about this before we even knew what house we were getting. Like this imaginary house. We had this like arguments about where all this stuff is going to go. And now we have it. She's like, you can have a 3rd bedroom for now. I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, can I have the garage? She's like, no. Can I have a shed in the backyard? No. Can I keep them in the 3rd bedroom? No. So it's like, where am I supposed to freaking put them? I was like, woman, you got to give me some sort of option. You got to work with me.
And I did, because you have the 3rd bedroom. But somehow I still have
Phil,
frogs
you
in
can
my
be
room.
our pre-marriage counselor.
Phil, I have frogs in my room.
Do you like the thumbnails on the dresser, though?
No.
No? Because I think it's pretty sweet. We got like a thumbnail tank on each end of the dresser. It's pretty dope. I'll just send you a picture.
I would like that.
I just want a grown-up bedroom, not the bedroom that you wanted when you were 14.
I had a girlfriend tell me one time when we were starting to get serious, she said, I don't know why you just need so many snakes. Like, I just don't understand. Like, just have a couple pet ones. Like, I know you like them, but like, this is a lot. So you like 30 in that room. I was like,
that ain't nothing.
In that room. You know? But can I ask you guys a personal, intimate question?
Sure.
So the first time, and I won't be too graphic, the first time that Katie slept over, was there any interesting noises from the critter cages that she was not expecting?
The rattlesnake will get all riled up.
No, but when
Winona, she liked it.
That Western Diamondback, like anytime I moved,
Tropicals.
That's Ryan.
Ryan, the frogs.
He's in Charleston. That's my buddy up in
Charleston. The
Charleston.
frogs sound great. Like that, I don't mind having the frogs like in the house.
My Vanzolini have been going off.
I don't care.
Nights,
taking
dude.
over.
Do they have like a purr, or is that like a whistle?
No, it's like a chirp.
Like a purr.
I don't know. I feel like if you have a room, that's your room. Like
But she doesn't understand the lifestyle.
No, because it's not my lifestyle.
Exactly. Bingo. This is the basis of the whole argument.
Just remember.
This is it.
Happy wife, happy life.
And so the husband can just remain miserable until it's his time.
With a whole room
and the
full of snakes.
Angel of death himself comes down and grabs your hand and says, "Come with me, it's your time." And you're like, "Thank you."
No.
You are so ungrateful.
No, what needs to happen if she wants to have the girly bedroom, then let her have the girly bedroom. But there's gonna be frogs in every room of the house.
No, there's already frogs in the dining room, which is also I'm cool with.
Cox has a great point.
Yes.
I've made this argument.
It could be.
Absolutely.
Well, if he was blowing hookers, then we would not. He wouldn't even have this issue.
I said that to my mom. I said, my mom said, "Why do you need over 100 scorpions?" And I said, "Mom, I could be buying cocaine. I could be buying lots of cocaine right now, but I'm not. I just have a lot of scorpions."
But why do you need that many scorpions?
Do you have a hobby?
It can't be explained.
What's that?
It can't be.
No, of course it can be explained. It's just that
Can't be justified. Like, it doesn't make sense to people on the outside.
They don't. They never will comprehend it. But you have to relate.
I told him it's like puppies. Like I like
puppies.
I like puppies.
Yeah, but you can't.
Like puppies. Puppies are great. I wouldn't mind having a puppy, but if you tried to give me 30 puppies, I'd be like,
Right, but puppies don't eat once a week, poop once a week, and you can't put puppies with lights and heating on timers.
Puppies aren't hypoallergenic.
Touche.
I don't have allergies, so that's not. That's a
Regardless, I hate shed dander.
It's not an issue.
All I was saying is, when I brought up,
Ryan, I totally get you with the wife and the roaches because that was a huge thing too. The roaches are gross.
I actually got rid of a
No, but you
colony of Madagascar hissers because of a girlfriend. I regret that.
I had one as a pet once when I was a kid. It was cool.
I had like 50, 60 breeder adults, and she's like, "Listen, I don't mind that there's cobras like by the bed, but can you please just get rid of the cockroaches for reals?"
Yes.
I was like, "Yeah, I'll get rid of them. I'll get rid of them."
They're nasty and scurry. They do that nasty scurrying noise all over the place. Stop.
But the whole reason why I asked about the bedroom noises is because, like, I would have a young lady in my boudoir, and a young lady that I did not procure via the dollar. And we would be laying there in bed, and we would be talking or watching a show or something. You know what adults do. And all of a sudden, you hear,
Playing Monopoly.
What's that?
Playing Monopoly.
Oh, yeah. Parcheesi. I'm a Parcheesi guy. And you'd hear boom, and it'd be one of the Cribos fell off the lip of the vision cage and smacked the bottom, and it sounds like someone dropped a sledgehammer in your bedroom. And the girl's like, "What was it?" I'm like, "This is a Cribo." It's like, "What's the Cribo?" I was like, don't look that way.
Big snake.
It's gonna poop on you. Just don't even look at it.
No, I mean, I don't mind the snakes. Like the fact that they're in the house, it's whatever. I have come to learn that this is a package deal.
5 years in,
No,
she
listen.
gets it at this point. She understands.
It's a package deal. You know, I don't quite equate it to the same as like a package deal because that's a human. But I respect it. And I gave him a whole room. A whole room.
And I appreciate that. But I want
So,
this room.
What you have to realize is that when you're with somebody who does not love what you love as much as you love it,
Life is much harder.
that you have to figure out what the boundaries are and have to respect each other because
I want frogs all over the house.
no, fuck you. Like that's
How
not
cool is it?
it?
Have you ever been to like Alex Minky's place in Charlotte where you walk into his frog room and it's just wall
Listen, if
of
you
frog cages and it's so cool. Floor to ceiling, every color you can imagine, every size.
then
all the
you
different
should go
noises.
live at his house. You have to respect that the other person does not love what you love as much as you love it.
But that's like
that they tolerate
you
it.
tell me you like the frogs though, and then I'm like, She likes the frogs, so I can buy more frogs.
This is back to the puppy analogy. I like puppies, but I don't want 30 puppies.
I like puppies too, but puppies aren't blue.
One puppy.
Yeah, but you physically cannot compare puppies to frogs. You can't. You can't do it.
It's the number of things.
I love frogs. Frogs in the shower.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
It's it's not take whatever. Cats. Fish.
You can't compare mammals to an amphibian. You can't.
Fish.
Take whatever you want. Whatever kind of
Make
animal.
noise. Fish don't smell.
What is something that you hate, Phil?
What's that?
What's something that you hate? That's an animal.
That argument doesn't count because you said you don't hate the frogs.
I was gonna say something that I hate is like when the girl leaves like toothpaste in the sink, like that.
No, like an animal.
Well,
like,
imagine 50 sinks in your house with that toothpaste grime on it.
Somebody's hobby that you're like meh about, but it makes them really happy, so you put up with it.
This is an adult show, right? We're allowed to curse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. We try to be PG on the other stuff. Fuck monkeys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you were with somebody who had a pet monkey, who had 10 pet monkeys? And she was like, I love monkeys so much, and I have them.
Well, wait. Are we talking about like marmosets, like little monkeys?
It doesn't matter.
I'm not talking about like tamarins and shit. I'm talking about like capuchins or cotton tops or which is a tamarin. I just realized that, but you know what I'm saying, marmosets and such.
It doesn't matter. What if they had a bunch and you were kind of like, okay, well, let's make this person really happy, but.
Well, let's put it this way. If I was getting into it and they were a monkey person, they were a primate person, I would probably warm up to them more just out of subconscious necessity.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I am not touching that capuchin. I'm not going near its cage.
And what if you're like, I want to buy 2 more monkeys?
But if she was like, hey, listen, I really need to keep these baby capuchins in the bedroom because they need to be constantly monitored. And to be honest, I like them knowing that I'm near because they are mutual mammals. They're intelligent, blah, 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 blah. I would compromise. I just would stay within like 6 to 12 inches away from the screen so I didn't get, whacked off on.
Look, I wanted to put the corn snakes and the Baird's rats in the closet because it gets nice and cold in there.
Frosty.
So they can
So they can do
do it.
it in a month.
Okay.
That got shot down. So that's a prime example. These are my capuchins, and you're.
You have a closet.
All right. So
it ain't that cold in there though. It doesn't get that cold.
I'm a fan.
Katie, let me ask you this: is it because they are not?
No, Ryan.
Yes, Ryan.
Is it because what?
Is it because they're not the enclosures are not aesthetically pleasing?
No.
If they were all like naturalistic bioactive vivariums and had lighting and live plants and it was very.
They're the best conversation piece. Like people come in the house and they start looking in the tanks.
So it doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter if it's a fish tank full of polywogs or it's a micro window into the jungle. You just don't want them.
Right, because we already have like 80 snakes.
If not 80.
Now hold on a second. Is it because you have 80 snakes or is it because you genuinely don't like it? You don't like the fact that he had
80 snakes.
I like this inquisition that's happening right now. Phil is asking the right questions, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I ain't scared.
No, because I mean, let's face it. You guys obviously love each other. You guys are obviously understanding of each other to a certain degree. You have your pet peeves in terms of this husbandry localities, right? But Katie has to ask herself what really bothers her about said situation.
We need to do some soul search.
It's the fact that you have a whole room, and I'm like, do whatever you want with that room.
Okay.
You get to have whatever you want in that room that's not dangerous and venomous, like no rattlesnakes, no cottonmouths, nothing
minus
like that.
what you sent me.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. I had no part in that. He
like,
said housewarming, and I thought it would be like some cheeses, like a cheese in the month club.
We do love cheese.
Some wine.
I'm gonna send you.
No, I mean, actually a housewarming party. Like I'm sending you Andronicus, and it's gonna be.
You really think that I'm gonna send you a fucking charcuterie board as a housewarming gift? No, I'm gonna send you the most lethal scorpion in a deli cup, and I'm gonna ship it through FedEx.
We have a small child.
I put it up high on the shelf.
Just FYI.
It's up high on the shelves.
It's not a listen, the monkey's more dangerous. Monkeys, they have thumbs. They can open doorknobs.
No
They
monkeys.
can pick up knives and stab
We're not
you.
getting monkeys.
Yeah. You already got to your band already?
I mean, it's just turning into a disaster right now.
Oh, that's poopy. Oh. It looks like a leaf.
It's tasty though. Much more mellow than the regular flatheads.
Yeah.
It's aged half the time, so it's not as dark. But.
So this Rocky, the first third was enjoyable. They can throw shit. Yes, they can, Cox. Yes, they can. I've watched them do it. In fact,
I'm not by any means a proponent of having monkeys as pets.
Okay, but you're see, you asked me what I didn't like, what animals I didn't like.
Right.
I gave you an example, but I honestly, having been in this world, this animal world, as long as I have been, I would have to make accommodations. But if the same way that he said, the same way that you said, I don't want venomous in the house. He said, no problem.
I got rid of my venomous.
He did.
He got rid of it.
Even like without her urgent.
Yeah, there was no like.
Without her.
It was just.
I did it on my own accord.
That was like totally deal breaker. He knew that.
So if my girlfriend has capuchins, and I say, hey, listen, I hate your fucking monkeys.
No, I got rid
But
of it.
I have no qualms about you having them. You want to do whatever you want, just no monkeys in the bedroom. She better respect that. But now here's the problem. There's a problem.
Listen.
Here's the problem.
Dr. Phil.
I gave a legitimate reason as to why I did not want the capuchins in the bedroom. You have not given it. Your reason is you have too many.
No.
And that's subjective.
It's because
one man's 10 is another man's like 5.
Listen, the reason I take issue with this is because he has a whole room.
You realize you're in the wrong crowd to be having.
We have a 3-bedroom
this
house.
Is totally not your demo.
Shh. We have a 3-bedroom house. Ellie gets a bedroom. Justin and Katie get a bedroom. The 3rd bedroom was up for grabs. Either home office / guest bedroom or a snake room. And it was turned into a snake room. I felt very graciously, and we didn't even have to have a fight about it. Like, I was like, just take it. Take their bedroom so we can figure something else out for them.
But I want you to have that office
But
space.
I want you to be contained in the bedroom because I was cool enough to not give you shit about it.
So which is bigger, the garage or the snake room?
Oh, the garage. And
Okay.
the garage, at first I was like,
See,
no.
now she's worried because then it gives me more space to do more things.
And things can get out of control.
See, that's just petty.
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 I was like, no way, because I want to park the car in there.
Then
but,
she realized it's not an automatic door.
yeah, we don't have
and
a motor, and that's gonna be fucking expensive. So I was like, but now I'm kind of like, what if we like enlarge the bathroom and then you could have the rest of the garage?
Because that's not more than a garage door motor.
Well, I mean,
this is her backward ass logic.
That's all right.
the garage door motor, I'm just kind of like, whatever. I've gotten used to parking out in the driveway. It's no big deal. Whatever.
Okay.
It ain't no thing.
First world problems.
I know. Really, this whole thing really is.
No, Cox, you're not.
So this is what you do. You make an arrangement and you say, Katie, you can have your guest room back, your office back to do whatever you'd like. And I get the garage and 3 tasteful display cages living in common areas.
Under contract for 2 years.
No.
Then the contract is renewed and we renegotiate.
No, it's
You get
the
the whole
duration of the
garage, which is this is a single car garage for your frame
Which
of
isn't
reference.
that big.
It's
It's
big.
only one car.
This is big enough. If
You got a
you get
basement?
the whole garage, I better not see a single fucking amphibian or reptile in the house.
You know,
No. See, that's not how that works.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
You
Yeah.
don't give an inch and take a mile. You give an inch.
I thought
I'm letting you have all this space and you can put whatever the hell you want in it. If you want to get back into geckos, do that.
I really don't.
If you want to get 30,000 snakes and make this like the snake pit in the freaking Indiana Jones movie, do it. I don't care.
Spectacles.
But the whole house
You got the hookup on those, right?
gotta be reptile, amphibious.
How about this? All right, so everyone makes fun of my roommate and I and say how we're like an old married couple because we basically are. he's a snake guy just as much as I am. Him and I have different tastes in what we like herpetologically. And I asked him flat out, I said, hey, I want to do like a quarantine rack. I got some snakes coming in. I said, I want to do a quarantine rack in the living room because I've got stuff in bedrooms. I've got stuff in the snake room. I want to do like a neutral area. And he's like, dude, I really don't want racks. And I was like, listen, give me my 90 days. And then when it's done, I'm going to set up, I'll pay for it. I'm going to set up a dope ass Viv with something cool that we can show off. And he was like, all right, cool. That's a fair compromise. So
it's never just one time.
Right. It's called a relationship. It's called life. You're going to have more of these.
We're not in a vacuum.
A bigger house would be great, and we would have loved a 4-bedroom house, but we did not have the funds.
We're first-time homeowners. We're poor.
Yeah. We're just young and dumb and
poor. Hey, at least you own your home. I don't own my home.
We bought a house.
I know.
Yay.
See, and if we clear out that room, Phil can come up and stay whenever he wants.
Anytime you want. You can stay now. The couch.
Hey, guess what? I would say snake room.
Couch we've ever had.
It is the most comfortable couch.
It's the best couch ever.
I mean, I have no problem sleeping in the snake room. I've done that before.
There's no room for you to sleep in.
Like I with my table, dude. Like
and it gets really, really hot in there.
It does get warm. That's why the frogs are in our room, because it's cooler in there. They're not meant to be kept warm.
We could get some.
That is true.
We get like a jungle vibe.
Like a rainforest cafe.
Yeah. We'll take a
picture. How about this? All right, so Katie, do you have stuff in the garage?
Well, we both have stuff in the garage because we're not finished unpacking yet.
Right. No, I understand that. You're moving. You still have boxes. I get that. But is there a way that you could divvy up the garage? You know, half one side, half the other, the front, the back, whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind making our bathroom bigger. So.
Yeah, we could bust out this wall here and make our bathroom like a master, like a true master.
Well,
so we just have like
what this wall right here?
Yeah.
What about the water heater?
Oh my God, Cox is sending retics. This is gonna be epic.
Not to us.
I'm
you
not
better
getting,
fucking not.
See, I don't even want a retic.
I will find out where you live, Ryan Cox.
So I think I feel a compromise coming on. How does this sound, children? You take the frogs, you take all animals, all living creatures out of the bedroom itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the declaration of peace, okay? And then
where do they go?
They're going to go tastefully, temporarily in the garage.
It's not too cold.
Yeah.
It's not temperature controlled.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is give her her extra big bathroom, and then you take the garage, but therefore there's no critters in the common areas.
See, so we have a tank in the dining room, and that's cool. Like, I'm down with that.
That's my Vitatis that I never see.
Yeah, we never see them, which is kind of sad.
But I found a big old clutch of eggs the other day.
Nice.
More on the way. They're back at it.
Pumping them out.
But, and those guys, I'm like, whatever. Because he's right. People come over and they're like, oh, these tanks are really cool. And
thanks, Carly.
You know, I don't mind them. But it's like, where does it stop? Because we're at 4 tanks. How many more? Right, but the 5th one doesn't have anything in it.
Look, it is honestly way more simpler than you guys are making it. Katie has to acknowledge that it's A, never going to stop. And Justin has to acknowledge B, he has to bend the knee.
I like it. It is never going to stop. I've already made my peace with that. I wouldn't have said yes to marrying him had I been like, oh my God, this guy's going to just, maybe it's just a phase, all of that.
I had a girlfriend tell me one time, she's like, listen, why don't you just get a warehouse? Oh, very nice, glimmering. She's like, why don't you just get a warehouse for all the animals? And I have a lot of reasons as to why I'm not a fan of a separate facility. That's just me.
There are probably reasons I don't want one.
What's that?
So they're probably like, if I do a separate thing, it's going to be a shed like on the property.
No,
like,
she wanted me to rent an actual warehouse,
like commercial space that costs like $3,000 a month.
No, I told her, I was like, listen, I was like, if I find some place that's, under $1,000 a month, I'm going to do that. But then you have to pay all the rent.
You should talk to Burke.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
That's actually a good idea.
He's like one of the OG carpet guys. He has like the whole basement of his house is like his snake room. It's like,
doesn't he have like montane rooms and like?
No, that's Cody and Pia.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Never goes on vacation either.
See, but the difference is, like Pia and Cody are both in that realm together.
Right,
like they both enjoy that, so they give up they're literally their entire house minus the guest bathroom has snakes in it.
Yeah.
Like, well, their kitchen too. But their kitchen, they had their Gila in, but that was it. But other than that, like their whole house is pretty much the facility. But that's because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm weird. I'm like I'm kind of torn between both of you guys because like I'm all about having a dope ass collection, but at the same time, like shy of my display tag in the living room that I'm going to build, the tail in the kitchen. That's really all I want out in the common areas. I like to have everything sequestered, but there's stuff in my roommate's room. There's stuff in the snake room. There's stuff in my room.
Well, and I mean, aren't into the whole snake. So if you want them to come over, like you want people to feel I'm not saying that you need to like not have stuff that you don't have to do for somebody else. But I want people to come to visit us. That's stay with us. I don't want people to freaked out. They don't want to stay with us.
There is also this thing, and not to sound like morbidly cold and unhospitable, but you get a fucking hotel room.
Plenty of those.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I get that. Like if it was something that they wanted to hear, even though you're all in one room, the word, like that is your problem. But I want people to feel. Some people aren't into it.
That's most of the
So before the next live feed, you guys have to come to some kind of partial agreement.
Whoa, I feel like we have.
So what's the partial agreement?
Bedroom.
Okay.
And we don't.
That's not where we're at right now, though. That ship has sailed. There are frogs in the bedroom. We have to address the situation as to relocating them in a tactical way for their health, but also being unobtrusive to your living quarters.
The snake room isn't so hot. Hold on a second.
Yeah, audio was cutting out anyway.
Better? Not really.
We're just starting.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
There's like feedback.
Try hitting mute.
I do.
I'm still pleased with our first one, despite all the hiccups.
I am as well.
What's that do?
That's just the and my plan was to like get racks. Everything's on like there's no rack. And I'm at a point now where it isn't really feasible. Condense. We just streamline. So I'm working on getting racks. It'll free up so much more space. Leave the frogs into that room. Problem solved. But I gotta get the racks.
Justin used to have trains.
I did.
Or a train.
I used to have a bunch before.
I currently do not have a single scorpion right now. At one point, I had over 100. I had over 100 scorpions, but I think it was about 40 or 50 different species. I had a bunch of pairs of stuff. I bred a few select species. I had a handful of tarantulas over the years, centipedes. If it's a popular invert, I've probably had it, but scorpions are really like my thing. But it just gets to be a lot because you think to yourself, all right, I got these little bug in a deli cup. How hard could it be? I'll have 2, I'll have 4, I'll have 8. And then you're like, holy crap, I have 100. What am I doing? This is a lot of work, you know?
To a certain point.
Yeah. And I realized that I'm not going to be an invert guy. You know, I just happen to like them. And that's when I basically started to like give some to friends. I sold a few. Some died of old age. A lot of them are imports, so you have no idea how old they are. You know, you have them 6, 7, 8, 9 years. They never shed. Obviously, they're old. So I don't know. I want to get back into it slowly again. There's some choice species that I want. There's actually a gentleman on Instagram called Venom. What is it, Justin? Venom Macro or Macro Venom? What is it?
It's not what it's different now.
Oh, okay. Well, he produces a ton of really rare stuff, and I'm probably going to buy some stuff from him, like the Hotentoda Jaraki.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm going to butcher that name. And then he also has some Parabuthus villosus, which I really like the orange phase ones, which I think are pretty cool. I also wanted to get some Transvolicus too, because I have an affinity for South African critters. But yeah, scorpions are cool, and you should get some.
I got dark frog fever.
Well,
Yeah, you do.
Well, the Vitatis.
Others
aren't like that.
Still got them splashbacks at the farm, bro.
Stop it.
I'm more interested in the Premier and those Amazon.
I'll be honest, I've basically come down to the fact that unless I can get mint terribilis on the cheap, I'm not going to get any frogs at all. Period.
I'm so I love the micro. There's something super interesting about the small species. Like they're just to be that small and that complex and complex. You know, it's really.
Justin will send you some. Oh, yeah, sorry, Carl.
Yeah, the echo. We'll figure it out. And yes, Parabuthus transvolicus is the jam.
Is that any better? Ooh, louder.
I'm not hearing an echo, but I am getting you guys like in and out, you know, like volume wise.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to figure out how to turn the volume up on this. I think I'm at max. Okay.
Is it still bad? Yeah. Let's see. Oh. My box is
Here, while you do that, I'm going to walk away for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what's
I
wrong.
don't know what's wrong with it.
The weather's been. And
Wow,
just-
you sound like crystal clear right now.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
It's still echoing.
It's still echoing.
Is that better?
Yeah, actually, Cox, if you're listening, when I first signed on earlier with Justin, the lag was so bad that like I could do this and it would like star trail across the screen. It was horrible, at least on my end. You guys have always been perfect.
Check. Yeah, it's a connection.
You doing a mic? I think you guys are using a microphone now?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, wow, you sound like super far away, but maybe not to them. I don't know.
It's still echoing.
Oh, whoa. You're crystal clear.
Oh, it's closer to my face.
You guys will get cool headsets like Joel and Melissa in no time.
Let me see. It says what happens if I refresh?
Stream. What is that? Is that a new thing?
Yeah, I mean, mine was, we didn't have this issue for a while.
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi too, so.
Apparently, these don't make a difference.
Yeah, they're better without it. Better without it. So let's go back to Stogies, and why don't you tell me your take on the top 25? I'll be honest, I really didn't read all 25, but I kind of got the first 10 or so.
I think I looked at the other 25, and I was kind of, meh.
Yeah.
I really don't think the top 10 this year was really all that fantastic either.
Do you think it's like a dog show where sponsorship and campaigning play a huge factor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I think it kind of goes to the hospital.
Yeah. I also thought it was interesting how Cohiba, what was it, number 2 or number 3 made top 4, and I was thinking to myself, well, that's dumb because this magazine is primarily American and nobody has that for sale in the United States.
Well, they have their own separate list. But I don't know. It was nice to see the list get in there in the top 5, top 3. Every year, like Padron's been in the top 25 since we started doing that.
Yeah.
At some point,
I
it's kind
actually
of like just give them the reins forever and be like, okay, and then whoever's next.
Yeah. I had last night. What's that?
Like Padron, like the paper, they go Super Bowl every year, like just give them a lifetime Super Bowl win, and then be like, okay, and the next people in the second, you can now play whoever was in third.
I had my first Family Reserve 50th yesterday, last night, and I was very, very surprised at I don't want to sound like a snob. You could pick out definitive notes, unlike other ones that have hints of stuff. And I couldn't tell if it was just a genuinely good stick or if it was because I had a 1926 right before that and they complemented each other.
It's probably a case of being a good stick.
What's that? Say it again.
I think it was just genuinely.
Bye, Carly.
Bye, Carly. Or it could have also been the copious amounts of bourbon I had been drinking.
That too.
That'll happen. Yeah. Actually, I was thinking of Ryan Cox last night. I was sipping on some Angel's Envy, which is one of my favorites, and I was going to pick his bourbon brain about it and see if he liked Angel's Envy. If he's still watching.
I'll be into it.
Who was that?
I was wiping ass.
Oh, wow! It came in crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I want to restart the page, but I'm afraid it's going to completely restart the whole thing.
So what else? Are we at a stalemate on this whole frogs in the bedroom thing?
Oh yeah, they've been there since we moved in.
I feel like this should get resolved through this session.
Dr. Phil, this is going
It's going to be an ongoing event. This could be like our weekly recap.
Until then.
Day 29. The Vitatis were removed from the living quarters. What's that?
I have a tank that's been planted for damn near a year. Doesn't have anything in it. I'm just going to keep a tank growing in it for the hell of it.
Yes! Somebody half frog.
But I've already come this.
I have this spare beach house. We don't go to it, but it's there.
So sell it.
It was an analogy.
I know. I got it.
I know Ryan will back me up. Okay, frog it.
Well,
I gotta say, this has been a very interesting night, guys.
I mean, word on the street may not have already.
50 frogs. 50 frogs.
I can't tell if you guys are talking or not.
I didn't see.
Okay, yeah, because it's Justin's lips weren't quite with the audio, and the audio is kind of fading in and out. So I was like, let me just give that a second.
And that's why.
Oh,
That's totally understandable.
It's one of mine. Even if it has wings.
Oh my God, that's like, I can't fathom what would happen if you, and this is not going to help Justin's case at all, but I cannot fathom what I would feel like if like I dropped the whole thing of Heidi in the bedroom.
I would die.
I would just leave.
I would lose my shit.
Like, I'm out. I'll come back in 3 days when they're dead. Justin is the worst look on his face right now.
Listen.
They just die. See the fruit fly in the kitchen. We have fruit in the kitchen. Guess what happens when you have fruit in the kitchen? Fruit flies show up. And if they'll have wings, this is one of yours. I'm like, I don't have wings.
All the things.
They're flightless.
I don't know.
They're flightless fruit flies.
Listen. He informed me of after fact. Like, oh, hey, there's a window.
Because I'm hoping I can find it when you know about it, and then.
But if you just tell me beforehand, I will freak out less.
Maybe not.
I've had 2 recent things where a girl said, hey, do you guys have a bug problem? I was like, no, not at all. She goes, Because there's like a couple crickets in your bathroom. I was like, that'll happen.
I found a cricket in our room. We don't have cricket.
I like it when my dog finds them and like plays with them.
We could have cricket.
I lost it. Escaped.
You lost what?
A cricket.
Oh, okay. Well, that's if you have exoterras, you're gonna lose crickets. That's just a fact.
Well, this is for the scorpion. I went to PetSmart and bought like 4 of them.
Oh.
That cricket went outside.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what would happen if I just threw it in or something.
Gone forever.
Yeah.
I actually hear crickets in your background.
That's outside. Garage door open. I don't know.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
I'm the perfect gentleman.
No. Because you need to see that.
You guys are gonna sleep so good tonight. You guys have so much tension right now. It's gonna be epic.
That's how we are.
Justin's like, I'm never having all 3 of us together at the same time ever again.
This is no different than on a regular basis.
No,
This is it. For the rest of our lives.
his mother told me, like last year. She's like, I just couldn't change my mind. It's always going to be something. And I was like, I know. And I still love him. Because his dad is but like a lot more, this stuff a lot faster. So like with the bathroom and the hall, we go.
Hey, the pig is just.
Now he just got really sad. How many chickens did he have? Like 10 chickens. Let spiders go. Fruit flies. Weird. But okay.
Modern solutions, modern problems are
As long as whoever you live with. I would not be on board with dubs. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Oh man, I can't wait to come visit, and then I'll just map out your frog issues.
Oh, yes. You're welcome anytime.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Bring frogs.
Don't bring frogs.
Oh my god, how mad would she be if I brought frogs? Be like, guys, thank you so much for your hospitality and letting me stay here. We're gonna have so much fun. Oh, by the way, have some frogs.
We like wine and cheese. Great housewarming.
Actually, I told Justin that when I see him at Carpet Fest, I'm bringing him a bottle of wine from my employer's cousin's vineyard in North Italy.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drink it all out.
If he drinks it while we're there and doesn't bring me back for you, Katie, that is not like that has nothing to do with me.
I get that.
I give him props for being a big burly man and being like, yeah, I like wine.
I don't understand. People think it's the same thing. Alcohol is alcohol.
That is true. No, it's just uncommon. All right, it's uncommon for lack of a better synonym, a big burly dude to be like, I'll have the Sauvignon Young Bond, please. And it just doesn't happen too often. But at the same time, you having the exceptional palate that you do, being a legitimate cigar connoisseur, whether you want to admit to it or not, it's befitting.
They go hand in hand.
They do. That's why you love him, because he's so fucking corny.
Yes.
That's why I love him.
There's more to him than just cakes.
Nice. There's more to him than frogs.
And frogs.
Just frogs everywhere.
I have a random and I can't help it. Ryan only makes that worse.
What did he say now?
Nothing. He's just got random scenario too. And he's local.
Mm. You guys are You guys are lucky. I have, excuse me, I have cane toads everywhere. Like, everywhere. Nice.
Yeah, but who wants those?
If they're gigantic, they're cool as hell. When they're not gigantic, they're annoying. They shit all over your patio, and the dogs lick them and get sick and die, and it's horrible.
You have dogs.
Yeah, I've got two. I've got a Catahoula. My roommate has a Catahoula, and I have a long-haired dachshund.
What the hell's a Catahoula?
They're hunting dogs.
It's like a herding dog of sorts.
Let me put this in the club.
No.
I need to get a thermostat so I can use it.
I need a thermostat. I have a CB70 rack with no thermostat. And right now, the only thing that lives in it is a geriatric yellow rat snake that's like 18 years old.
Jake had this like huge one, and it's only a lot, but he's like, I don't need it. He's like, I know you need one. He gave it to me. No. But I mean, me and Jake, we try to like hold on to like enclosures and stuff because we know at some point one or the other is going to need it.
Yeah.
So we have like a collection of cages and stuff, and like whenever one fits, and we wait for someone to see. Look, I'm gonna build this frog tank. Frog tank.
I hope you're gonna build it for their frog. Well, no.
Get some Victorious, right?
You're gonna build it and give it.
I know. What if I had it in the garage?
This is not glass.
What's Katie drinking?
What?
What are you drinking?
Oh, I made my couple. It's just not anything.
I think that copper's actually better, so it's probably better that way.
I know.
Yeah, what's a little oxide between friends? How's that monster?
It's gone. It's gone for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So do you like us winging it like we have been, or do you want to actually make a informal? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Well, which was the nodding for? Was the nodding for the winging it, or was the nodding for the hey, let's come up with a somewhat topic based?
It was for both.
Well,
all right.
Have some restrictions.
Like,
I don't know. I mean, I usually do topics beforehand, but
Tonight's was how to get along.
yeah, like we don't need to have per se we don't need to have like a show sheet. You know what I mean? But like if you're like, hey man, on tonight's thing, let's talk about whatever. I don't know, Oxabellus, whatever. And then we slip into the weekly frog bedroom topic or whatever, however it goes.
This week on the battle.
Oh my God, you should do a segment on your Instagram, and it's like KBFW. It's like Katie's bedroom frog of the week. Like show all these different people with their frogs in their bedrooms.
Animals, myself, and new species.
I really do like I'm more.
That's like who does the gecko week? Is it Joe Hub does the gecko of the week or gecko of the day or whatever?
Who?
I think it's Joe Hub does a gecko of the week. It may even be a gecko of the day because he's got like enough geckos for 365 days out of the year.
See, it could be worse.
A lot of geckos.
Believe it or not, they can actually make money.
He loves it.
We'll do it.
What are you doing?
Making this kick. It's not working. I don't know. I feel like I'm more about this than I am perceived.
You can't just like it. You have to love it.
See, that's what I mean. Like, it's not enough. You like that. I don't like that as much. But you do you.
You do you. Famous fucking line. Love it. You know what I hate? You do you I like. But what I hate, my aunt used to say this to me when I was a kid. Because like my aunt would like babysit me or whatever. And she'd be like, oh, you want to go do this? Yeah, let's go do that. I'd be like, I'm having so much fun. Are you having fun? And she would say, I'm happy that you're happy. And it wasn't genuine.
That's
It
not
was not genuine. It was crap. It was I'm appeasing you to shut you up. That's what that was.
See, and I've never done that.
It's good.
Consider yourself.
It's good.
I need more bear trap.
You do. You do.
All need in that room.
I can fit a lot more.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Right.
I need more knobtails. I just am poor.
What do you do? What's your
What's that?
Stripper.
Nice.
Low income stripper.
Oh.
Doesn't get many jobs. Mostly.
I only strip for midgets that have giant fetishes.
Like, do you
Because I'm short. I'm in the Hobbit Club with Eric. I am.
He's like Gimli.
Are you sure for real?
I actually was told by multiple people throughout all the Hobbit years of the movies that I should be Gimli for Halloween, and I'm like, no.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'5", 5'6".
Nuh-uh.
Is that not like I'm short?
Yeah, like I don't believe you.
I wish I had a yardstick here, but sorry. Yeah, I'm like 5'5", 5'6", something like that.
Maybe that's
I think I come up to Justin's like nipples.
Yeah, I come.
A lot of people do. Everyone keeps trying to
Up to the nipples.
grab them
Yep.
with their mouth.
How tall are you, Katie? Make me feel less of a man.
I'm gotten to what you are.
Oh. Meanwhile, driver's license 5'8". Poop face. Justin, what are you? You like 6'1"?
4.
You're 6'4"?
Yeah.
Really?
Something like that.
Okay. Everyone's the same height laying down.
Scratch my back. Yeah.
And with my statement and your back scratching, we lost all of our viewers. Gone. That's it.
It's bedtime for me.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Good night.
The wire.
Oh yeah, we're here. We're there.
You're there.
Getting a little bitter. That's why I've been kind of going slow with it because I don't want to force it. You know what I mean?
What are you smoking?
The Rocky Patel ALR. What is it? ALR. ALR.
Mm-hmm.
You usually smoke this.
Roma craft. We have those.
Oh, and remember I told you I had those Roma, those Neanderthals that were like, it was like $120 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the SGP.
Yeah. Baby dicks.
Yep. I've actually come to like that size there. Like I smoke those at work. I get the core magnums. The magnums are like 60 piece before my discount.
Yeah.
And those are really tasty, like 1 hour smokes.
An hour?
About 45 minutes.
Wow. All right. I get those Liga number 9 in the little pack, like the cigarellos or whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 10 to a tin, and that's like a good 15, 20 minute smoke. But when you get down to the wire with them, they get real friggin' hot, and I don't have a skewer or like a roach clip or anything, so.
I usually just get to the point where if it starts like getting too hot to be enjoyable, like my nose hairs start burning.
Yeah.
All right, Phil. Thanks for your invitation.
You're out?
To be continued.
To be continued. This was good. This was a beta test / fun time.
I think we've made progress. I don't know about a breakthrough.
I don't know about how much. We'll see.
We got to figure out the audio. I mean, I have a condenser mic. I know you do. If we have to bust those out and you think that might be helpful, let's try that next time maybe.
Yeah, I think it's the thing mostly. But it could vary. It likely is as well, I'm sure.
Is there a way that we can do this without being actually live just to like test it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I had fun. Have a good evening, and I'll talk tomorrow.
Later. Deuces.